Check 1, 2. Can y'all hear me? Can the Montreal TV say, we got a treat for you tonight? We got a treat for you tonight. Hold up. Hey, man, if there's been a struggle, we in the struggle. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Family, it's been a struggle. But we here. Yeah, we here. Hold on 1 second. We in the struggle, family. We in the struggle. Y'all gotta wait for a second. You know what I mean? Trying to make sure we get everything right. Look at all these. We in the struggle. Y'all gotta wait for me. Give me a minute. Trying to make sure our letters are right. Let me see. Make sure the whip is right. All right, there we go. Come in. Hold up. Right, we need them to be bigger. Check, press 7 if you can hear me, man. This been a struggle, man. I don't know about y'all. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but Taco must be up there in the big league with the people. The people that stole my link. The people, man. Y'all think it's a game? Y'all think it's a game? Is my screen fuzzy, Demetrius? Demetrius Management, I need you to be the technician. Is my screen fuzzy? Huh? Samantha Ford, is my screen fuzzy? Do I look crazy? Do I look like Sodnet on them no good stones? Or am I clear? Am I clean? You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man. Dude, am I sitting there looking like Sodnet on them old no good stones? Or am I clean? I've been to rehab.
Keep it a buck.
I'm going to do my best. All right. So, family, we're going to try to give you the best that we got. I'm trying to tell you. Hold up. Let me put on my headphones. I got to put on my headphones. That's right. That's right. Hey, family, listen. Family, how long have y'all been rocking with me, man? I don't know how long. Hold up. I don't know how long y'all been rocking with me, but if y'all rocking with me, anybody remember the story about Taco? Anybody remember the story about Taco? Y'all remember Taco? Remember Malik co-signed Taco? Malik co-signed Taco after we did a show about Taco. Unfortunately, we was talking about how Taco, oh man, it was horrendous. It was horrendous. Anybody remember? Taco, he the only revolutionary walk with a walking stick. Everybody else got a burner and a banger. He got a walking stick. Anybody remember that? Little Wilson. You know, Taco, everybody else got the burner. Taco got the walking stick. He gonna beat the European down with a cane. the dumbest. Y'all remember Taco? Yeah. He take, everybody else got the banger. He's sitting up there with a walking stick. And then he want go crazy on the sisters, man. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. I'm trying to tell you. For those that don't remember, my guest is in here waiting, and we've been trying to get rid of the technical difficulties. But for those that don't remember, man, I'm gonna try to see if I can bring some stuff to jog your memory. Let me see if I got something. I've been too busy working on trying to get the stream up and running, man. This thing was a piece of work, man. I don't know what Zulu did. I know you're watching, Malik. Come on, Malik. We just having fun. We just kidding. We baby goating around here. I ain't the goat. We just baby goating. You know, like a kid. We just kidding. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We just kidding. Come on, Malik. We just playing, man. Don't shut me down. Don't shut me down. Everybody say, don't shut me down, Malik. But I'm saying, if y'all don't remember, let me see if I can drop one for you. Let me see what you got. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember that? Uh-oh. Let me turn the volume up. For people start talking about he ain't got the volume up. Y'all remember that? I ain't gonna give y'all too much now. All right. Y'all remember this? Anybody remember this? They was protesting Taco. Anybody remember this? General Taco. I mean, y'all remember this? Read what it say now. Read what it say. General Taco of the Black Riders Liberation Party banned from the community for torture, rape, theft, fraud, while masquerading as a revolutionary. That was in 2014. Well, we look at years later, Malik Zulu Shabazz, they had this big round table. They gonna bring the revolutionaries all around the country to go to the Punch Bowl. Anybody remember the Punch Bowl? They went to the Punch Bowl. Many of them want to punch me and make my face swole, but they all go to the Punch Bowl. They going to sign this documentation. That's what they going to do. And they going to make a confederacy. But the whole thing about it is I had just did the presentation on Taco and the horrendous and horrific things that was alleged against him. And they had a tribunal. And the tribunal found him guilty, but Malik just disregarded the tribunal. Yeah, here we go. Y'all remember this? There go Taco right there. There you go. There you go. Check out Taco. He the one.
All right, next I want to introduce you to my friend from 1996. We've been comrades and friends for a long time. Taco, taking all capitals out. He's from a revolutionary group called the Black Riders Liberation Party.
Taco,
long time ago. This is over like 10 years ago. We used to do
y'all see that?
Group studies at the New Panther headquarters. And at that time I was living in
that Taco. But Taco, man, Taco, it was some, let me tell you something. It was some crazy thing they been saying about brother Taco. Crazy thing. Hold on, I got one more. One more thing I want to share with you before we go into it. Let me see right here. Is this one there? There go Taco right there. Let me see. Just so y'all know, I got it familiar. There you go right there. And his walking stick. That's his walking stick. All right, revolutionary. Black power! With the revolutionary. Shout out to the real revolutionaries. Let me tell you something. This is not a shot at the real revolutionaries. The real revolutionaries that move in silence. The real revolutionaries that are fighting for change. The real revolutionaries that's not for all of this horse and pony show. Trust me. Trust and believe I'm not talking about you. All right? Trust and believe that I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the ones that doing the horse and pony show. The ones that's abusing women, abusing their power, and abusing the opportunity that people have given them to fight for liberation and freedom. They abusing it. So we need to expose it. We need to let people know. I mean, that they can be mad at me all they want. I don't make a difference. It don't make me a bit of difference. Y'all remember that? There they go. That's when Malik endorsed them right there. I'm going to go through all this later. But family, y'all ready to get this started? I want to show y'all how these infiltrators and abusers and crazy people enter into our community and get a free ride. Why so long do they get a free ride? So tonight, family, we got somebody here for you. So we ain't gonna waste no time because I gotta get sister on the line. You know what I mean? So before we start.
On the count of 3, hit that thumbs up button, share, share, share. 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
All right, yes, that's thumbs up, family. Let's go.
Check 1, 2. It's time to expose the frauds. It's time for us to go
hard. What up, M. Nugent?
It's time to expose the frauds.
What up, Roland Curtis?
It's time to expose the frauds. It's time for us to go hard. It's time to expose the frauds. It's time for us to go hard.
Soon as you ain't talking about Tariq's numbers, go down. Who cares
about
money?
Let me welcome
Who
y'all
cares
to
about
World
numbers?
TV. Come on, it's time.
More money. We care about exposing frauds. A lot of people, Malik, Taco, they don't have a bigger audience as Tariq Nasheed. So Mo Money, sit back and let us expose these frauds. Don't you act up, for you be on the Summer Jam stream, and it be me and the Moorish World TV citizens, 5 people. Now, so don't play with me. It don't matter about numbers. We want to make you remember.
Check 1, 2. It's time to expose the frauds. It's time for us to go hard. It's time to expose the frauds.
What up, Tawana Cook?
Yeah, it's time to expose the frauds.
Thank you for the
It's time for us to go
cash
hard.
app.
It's time to expose the frauds.
What?
It's time for us to go hard.
Yeah.
It's time to expose the frauds.
Yeah.
It's time for us to go hard. First of all, let me welcome y'all to Moorish World TV.
Hey.
Come on, it's time to go. Ain't nobody
What up?
gonna deceive me.
General Desert Eagle in the
Never
building.
On my watch. Time to go.
I
Pull out
know
the
you
pot, turn
watching.
off the heat. Let's make it hot. Don't be tripping on them frauds when you're rolling with the guard. Made Crips, Sonny, Boxing, Apple X, and Sean. Yasmin and the Queen got Sean from the Shy King Chamber, Ishmael Bay, and Zinsuna. Anybody they can get it if they gripping on the fam. Moorish World TV, investigating all scams.
Come on.
Don't check my record, and please don't front. Come on, keep it a buck. I ain't been wrong once. From Sinetta and Polite.
What up, Trey?
Tariq Bay,
Come on.
Malik Zulu Shabazz, and Grandmaster J. Word to God.
Man, come on, we gotta get y'all ready. I got 3 minutes before I can bring everybody in.
To Tariq Allah Nasheed.
Uh-oh.
Welcome to another edition of Moorish World TV. I'm your host, Brother Harker Bay.
Y'all ready?
Let's
Come
get
on, man. I gotta get.
that.
Trey say, how you get so
let's
pumped
shut
up?
'em down.
What
Let's
up,
go.
Jay Hammer? Come on.
Hit that like.
Come on, I got 2 more to go. 2 more minutes.
That's right. That's
2
right.
more
It's
minutes.
going down. Moorish World TV.
Keep it a bar.
We gonna shut it down.
Hey.
Share this to these new platforms. Thumbs
Come on,
up.
man. This is for the sisters. I mean,
Let's get it.
this one for the sisters here. That's right. Uh-oh.
Check 1, 2.
Soccer Bay got smacked. Is that right?
Check.
Y'all ready?
One, two, check, 1, 2.
Me.
Check.
Is that right?
Yeah. This the
Y'all
real
ready?
deal.
Man,
Let's go.
Yes, sir. This the real deal.
let's go. Talk about.
I said the feds is watching, informants plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing these frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50, they thought they catch me in Cali. Smack me out with some charges. If I was 25, I probably would've stomped them out regardless. On the run from the feds, because that boy is a fed. If it was back in the day, I put a price on his head. You wanna swing on the guard, you know those swindling frauds. With the feds on the block, the roof, and in the car. Now I'm a little smarter, I live to fight tomorrow. I refuse to let you lead me to slaughter, you little punk. I got children to raise, I got people to uplift. Your intentions is to enslave my people in grip, and at the same time snitch on anybody suspicious. You're a government witness and they just changed your name. Gave you a new identity, location, and fame. But we know who you are, you can't hide no more, Marcus. It's coming to light what you done did in the darkness. Been an agent for years, yeah, back in 91 you infiltrated the rap game. It's Cosmo Flex, your job is done. The feds is watching, informants plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing these frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50. I said the feds is watching, informants plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing these frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50. The feds is watching, informants plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing these frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50. I said the feds is watching, informants plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing these frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50. I said I'm exposing these frauds. They say I'm trolling like watching.
Hey!
What up, Black Girls? Read! They get me, cause I'm exposing these frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50. I got the heart of Muhammad and the wisdom of Ali. I never say why me, instead I say why you. Didn't heed the warning. You know how I do. Destroy them devils, cause the devil's a punk. I'm the manifest of God, star crescent and unk. And use a Twitter revolutionary way to get hacked. I say I got smacked, sitting in front of your compact. I'm boots on the ground, 10 toes down out west. I could've called up my people and pulled up to your rest. In your gated community is your federal prison. Don't think that we don't know how you really living. We got you.
We got you, Marcus. We got you, Marcus. But tonight, oh man, hold up. Crips say we can't start the show without the horns. I'm sorry, sis. Cryptonomics say we can't start the show without the horns. Bring in the horns.
I'll be that boy you gon' remember.
Hey, Hey,
I'ma be that more you gon'
bring in the
remember.
horn.
I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'ma
Come
be
on,
that more
man.
you gon' remember.
Let's
That's
go
right.
on YouTube.
I be that more you
It's
gon'
right
remember.
here.
To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the more than you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you wasn't black, proved it was straight fact. You tripping off Trump, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. The same people talk European, how to bathe. And looking at women by European hair. No love for self, but do the men really care? Have now, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation
Come on, man.
chasing pills, weed, and syrup. Yeah, they love no Yachty, Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigos, Ross, Lucid. But when the love for the woman look like your mother, I guess they
Hold on,
say
what you
it's
do?
all
Hold on,
black,
real quick,
but
real
it's
quick.
under the cover. Now, fuck yeah, I be that more you gon' remember.
Fuck yeah.
I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right.
Yeah.
I be that more you gon'
we about to rock
remember.
out.
To Harker
Y'all
Bay
ready?
front line till the law call my
All right.
number. I be
All
that
right,
more
it's
you gon'
almost ready.
remember.
Oh, it's warm
I'ma
now.
be that more you gon' remember.
Hey,
That's
it's
right.
warm now.
I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my
Stage
number.
is
Super
warm
scholars
now.
holler. This ever for the workers. You ain't building on the
Stage
ground, then
is
you working
warm
in the
now.
circle. You know it
It's
sound
time to
good, but
go.
that's only on the surface. Probably working for the people. Now tell me
y'all
what your
gonna
purpose.
do?
Ain't worried about your
When
homies,
Bush
but know
Road
that I know every mo that rock a fast. He ain't my bro. Yeah, you know I ain't slow. I seen it all before. How they try to kill the prophet, it was all been dope. And some got it right now. Don't say that I'm not down. I'm coming for my vast estate. I want my town, my sheriff, my stores, my school, my nation. Sick and tired of the procrastination and debate. Y'all keep hating when love is the savior. You don't love yourself, so you can't love your neighbor. That's why you killing, fighting, marry out of your race. If you ain't for Moore's world, then get out of my face. Cause Chinese love China, Italians love Italy. If you used to love the Moore's world, come on and build it with me. Let's go. I be that more you gon'
Y'all don't know
remember.
what it takes to put this stuff together.
I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line.
Y'all don't know what it take.
I be that more you gon' remember.
Y'all don't know
I'ma
what
be
it
that more
takes.
you gon' remember. That's right.
Y'all don't know what it
Harker Bay
takes.
front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. Be more. I be that more you gon' remember. That town. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. LA. I be that more you gon' remember. New York. I be that more you gon' remember.
Just box your gas, box your car, box your hotel, box your plane ticket, box your arena, box your stage, box your sound system, box you that when you cash apping me in the midnight hour, getting this and that, like I'm a human government. Nobody give me donations here.
Okay,
Nobody
but
pay my way.
Malik, take a breath for a second. Let me
All my money is
Malik,
given to the
let me
world.
answer
What
that.
the hell they talking
Let me
about?
tell you. Let me say something to you.
Shout out to Malik Zulu Shabazz. I know you watching. Thank you for your view. Thank you for your support. Watch the whole show because YouTube go by watch time. Haters and mad people and weirdos, I want you to watch too because maybe you could learn something also. But this is for those who may have been affected by the fake revolutionary, the manipulator, the one that comes amongst our people to grift and to try to get the things that benefits them but never benefit us as a whole. But with that being said, we got a guest in the building tonight, and I'm going to let you know. I've covered this revolutionary grift for over maybe a year. People be talking about Tariq Nasheed or whatever, but I've covered that for like a year too. That's why I told Tariq, I said, go check it out. Go check it out. I covered this stuff for a year now. Leave me alone. But anyway, he didn't want to listen. But now we're going to return back to some of these stories, right? We're going to return back to some of these stories because why every other year these people keep on popping up and reorganizing after being accused of the most ridiculous, horrific crimes that could ever be committed against the people. But with that being said, I done said enough. Let me allow my guest to introduce herself. Sis, the floor is yours. Introduce yourself. Say what you would like to say, and then we'll take it from there. Like I said, when I talk to you, we like to keep it organic, so the floor is yours. Let's go. Oh, you need to unmute yourself. Unmute your mic. Hold up, she's going to unmute. She's going to unmute. Yeah, she's going to unmute. That's right. Uh-oh. Oh, boy, here we go. If you on the phone, how you do it on the phone? If you touch the screen on the phone and go down, it'll show you a mic symbol, and all you got to do is touch it. Oh, man, I'm going to tell you, the devil's he's a weird guy. He's a weird guy. Family, how you doing? While she's trying to get that, family, get a thumbs up. I've been having trouble with this for
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you well. Let me block this out right here. Yes, I can hear you well. So what I was saying, sis, is we've been working on this for the last hour. We supposed to have been live, but we had so many technical difficulties trying to go live, but we're not going to let that stop us. But sister, would you please introduce yourself to the people? Let them know who you are, that we may start this conversation. Who you be?
I am Salima Shakur, also known as Shamika Queen Khalifa Sikh Shakur.
All right. And where you hailing from? Where you come from?
I'm born and raised in Los Angeles, California, LA.
So let me ask you, what brings you into this conversation about Taco? Most people are familiar with it. I covered this probably about 7 shows. I did one main show or maybe 2 main shows about him, but I spoke about him in a length of about 7 shows. But what brings you into this conversation? Now, mind you, let me bring everybody up to speed. Mind you, when I covered the story about Taco, there was some things that it was hard to really wrap my mind around about prostitution, like people joining in his little ranks, and he pushed them into prostitution allegedly, throwing sisters in the bathtub, and but let me give you the floor. Let me give you the floor and tell us what brings you into this conversation.
So what brings me into this conversation is because I was there from the beginning. So is 3 of us. My mother has 3 girls, and me and my 2 sisters were members of the New Panther Vanguard movement in Los Angeles. Our family members are original Black Panther members and Black Liberation Army. So we met Taco. Me and my 2 sisters was a part of the New Black Panther Party. Not new, did I say we? No, I'm sorry. We wasn't a part of the New Black Panther Party. We was a part of the New Panther Vanguard movement. Let me keep it so you can understand. So it was around maybe I want to say like 1996 that maybe Taco came on the scene to the new Black Panther, the new Vanguard movement. Now before he got there, Comrade Sharif was talking about a lot of different so-called people that were getting out of jail, like young men that were getting out of jail, YA youth authorities, and that they wanted to join the New Panther Vanguard movement. So Taco was one of the persons that supposedly came from YA. So Taco came.
What exactly is YA?
Huh?
What exactly is YA again?
Oh, it's the Youth Authority, Juvenile Jail for Youth.
So I might cut in periodically because I ain't never been in trouble. I don't know what that stuff is. I was raised in on the hill. You know what I mean? I'm not familiar with. Nah, I'm just playing.
Okay.
Youth Authority, Grand Sheik. You been there? Stop playing.
Yeah. Okay.
No, go ahead, sis. But it's the Youth Authority, and so when he come from YA,
So Taco came on the scene around that time. When he came on the scene, he joined the New Panther Vanguard movement. At the time, he had this woman that name was Jefferlin. Jefferlin was actually a police officer, and she wanted to join the New Panther Vanguard movement, and Kwaku and Sharif was like, hell no. So Jefferlin didn't join, but Taco still continued to see Jefferlin. At the time, my sister got a little bit more acquainted with Taco, which was my younger sister. And I want to say, like, he was with the New Panther Vanguard movement maybe a couple of months before I happened to be at home and heard that he's supposed to took it over and started Black Riders. But I gotta jump to what happened before all of that.
I got you. But that's good history, because it seems as if, you know, right after Dr. Khaled joined the new Black Panther Party and Malik was with him, and then when Dr. Khaled passed, Malik took over, and then all of these splits happened. So this is just another split that came from another split from another split. So that's good information as it relates to the history of these splits. But take us back before that, what you was about to say.
Okay. So before that, so it was me. Matter of fact, it was me, my two sisters, and my cousin Miko. We all lived together, and so all three of us. Matter of fact, that's why I said three. All three of us were part of the New Panther Vanguard movement. So one day, my sister came back with, I think, him, a couple of the comrades and stuff, and so they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go get some weed." So they went to get the weed. Now, I had smoked weed. I was 23 at the time, so I had smoked weed a couple of times before in the studio and stuff, you know what I'm saying, with Pac and stuff. And so I had smoked weed before. So they came back with the weed. They rolled the weed. Well, I didn't see them roll it, but they rolled the weed. I hit the weed once or twice. I started feeling weird. They're like, "What's wrong with you?" And so they started laughing, and I lost my witness. People gonna say I'm crazy, but I seen her. I told my sister then, I said, "We're fucking with the devil." They're like, no, we ain't fucking, you're not fucking with the devil. You just high. But it wasn't that type of feeling, because like I said, I had smoked weed before. So I'm like, I'm not fucking with y'all, I'm going to bed. So I went to bed. The next morning I woke up, Taco was in the bed with me. I didn't even know what the hell happened, right? So I already had kids prior to this. I have 12 children altogether, but I had maybe 3 or 4 prior to, 3 prior to this. So I'm waiting for my monthly to come. It didn't come. And I'm like, what the fuck, or whatever. So I already had a fiance that I was getting married to. He was locked up in Pelican Bay prison. And when I found out that I was pregnant, Taco got on the phone and told him that, I was his woman and all this type of stuff. And none of that stuff happened, right? So by then, my younger sister and him is going back and forth to the New Panther Vanguard meetings and stuff, because I'll start getting sick and stuff. So they goes to the New Panther Vanguard meetings, and so one day they come back and he said that he took it over. He claims that he took it over. He took it by force with guns. Tonga Bay?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you hear me now. So he claims that he took it over by guns. But what I found out later on with the comrades is that him and my sister was in the bathroom together, and they made them leave. And that's why they found out what they were doing in the bathroom. And so they made them leave the organization. But see, I didn't know that until probably maybe about years later. Okay. So fast forward to this. So after the incident of me being pregnant, I wasn't dealing with Taco But my little sister, she still was thinking that, oh, he's revolutionary and all this type of stuff.
Let me slow it down for a minute. So
Okay.
when you woke up and Taco was I guess that would be he violated you.
Yeah, I was drugged. It was more than violent. I was drugged because, like I told my sister, I smoked weed before, but this weed, like I said, it didn't feel like weed, and it had me like I looked at them and I was like, no, I'm good. I don't want to fuck with them. I'm like, we fucking with the devil, and that's what I told her.
And so when you fell out and he violated you, how did you respond when you came to, if you will, with all due respect, when you came to your senses, came to yourself? How did you respond? Did you was you angry? Did you frustrate? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
what was that like?
See, the thing of it is, I still kind of felt out of it when I woke up, and I'm like, what the fuck was what happened? So everybody in the house was asleep, including, see, this is the thing. My sister played a big part in it, and she still do today. Unfortunately, yeah, one of my sisters played a big part in it. So she like, oh, nothing, ain't nothing happened or whatever. My sister knew the whole time. And so, like I said, when I found out that I was pregnant, I didn't even get a chance to tell my fiance, but I had already told him, oh, this person, because he had already started talking about old black writers and this stuff like that. And I had already told my fiance about him, and he kept on saying, he's a cult. That's what he's saying. And so my sister's like, no, he's not a cult or whatever. So after that, I really didn't deal with Taco at all. I hadn't seen him maybe for months. So my sister was the Miss Snitch that would go back and run and tell Taco everything or whatever. So I want to say, before we moved, I think him and my sister had took my car, and it was a brand new car. It was paid off. And so I was like, you got to fix my car. And he like, oh no, because you already got money from your daddy. I'm not fixing your car. So my car never got fixed, and I had to get another one. So my sister Tiny, and my cousin Miko, we moved to another spot in Inglewood, Westchester, same thing. We moved to the spot. My sister wasn't staying there at the time. I found out, she was going back and forth seeing Taco. Okay.
So let me say this. What around what time period with this? They're asking what time period was this?
This was in 1990s. This was in 1996.
Okay. So we're gonna start from 96 and we're building it up. Okay, go ahead, sis.
Yeah. They gotta hear the whole thing. Okay. Tahaka?
Yeah. I'm
okay.
Ready.
So anyway, so we moved to Inglewood, and so it was me, my little sister didn't stay. My little sister didn't stay with me. It was my middle sister and my cousin Miko. So prior to that, we all stayed there, but Taco didn't stay there, and my baby sister, the snitch, the girl that was telling me everything, she still stayed with my mother at the time. So one day I had just got back with the kids, and my middle sister was there, and all of a sudden it was just a big old commotion that led out into the living room. And my middle sister kept saying, I know what type of man you are, Taco. I know what type of man you are, right? So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And I'm asking my little sister what's going on. And she's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. She kept on saying, I know what type of man you are, Taco. So at the time, we had this knife on the wall. I had a bat wing knife at the time. It was shaped like a bat, and I had it on the wall. My sister got it, and she cut Taco's finger off. My baby sister followed
he ain't got
Taco
no
to
finger?
the hospital to get his soul back on. Huh?
He got his. I say he ain't got no finger. He got it back.
No.
He got his finger back.
Did you hear what I said? My baby sister followed him to the hospital, made sure he got to the hospital to get it stole back on. And
Wow.
you're gonna find out why she did all of that.
This real. This is super ratchet here. I'm trying to follow it. It's all over the place.
No, yeah,
but it's
really
super
bad.
ratchet.
It's really bad.
I like
really bad.
I like some
It's really
ratchetness.
bad.
Woo. But anyway, I'm listening. Good goodness gracious.
So she cuts his finger off. My sister goes with him to the hospital. Okay. So in the building, we have like youngsters. So they all like, oh, what y'all be doing or whatever? Because we used to do we still do food programs, youth empowerment classes, summer camps, and all of that type of stuff. And I was doing that before they started that whole Black Rider bullshit. Okay. So anyway, it was like two twins, which she was one of the girls. She was 15, maybe 14 at the time, Crystal and Chris. So they wanted to come over. They wanted to learn about revolution, right? So so it was this dude, right, named Sean. So he swore up and down that Sean was a pig. Sean is a pig. He's a pig. He's a pig, right? But why is Sean in our fucking house? Okay, why did you bring Sean to our house if he's a fucking pig, right? So he's like telling the youngsters, oh, I'm gonna play this revolutionary video or something. This nigga is playing porno flicks for these little kids and drinking and stuff. And I'm like, they gotta go. So I send the kids home, right? I go to bed. I wake up in the morning time. Now he said Sean is the pig, right? But when I wake up in the morning time, the feds is in my house with guns on me and my baby.
Let me slow down.
My stuff and Tupac stuff, which he's running around telling everybody that was his house that got raided and that was his stuff, and no, it was not.
Hold up. So this is we still in the 90s, right? 96.
Yep.
So Taco, he bring the peoples to the house. Let me ask you a question. Was this a normal environment of, hanging out, coming together, talking revolutionary, marching and fighting or appear to be fighting?
See, the thing
was it like a family situation with everybody? I'm just trying to paint a picture. Because it seemed like it's a house here. People hang out.
Malik Smith, did you say Tupac? LOL. Yes, Tupac. And I'm not lying. Yes, Tupac. That's my family members. If you have a problem with it, take it up somewhere else.
But sis, don't pay attention to the comment section.
This is true fact.
No, don't pay attention. You're gonna do that all night if you do that. You ain't gonna be able to tell the story. So
so listen. Okay, so this is the law. Okay, so so they came into the house.
But hold up. But so that was Tupac Amaru Shakur.
Yeah,
Afeni's son.
Amaru Shakur, yes.
Afeni's son. He was in the building.
No. He wasn't the situation.
So let's straighten Malik out real quick. Malik said no beef.
Malik, let me tell you.
Tell Malik about Tupac real quick.
Okay, so because Malik wants to laugh. So after Tupac got killed, this is the same time when the FBI and stuff came and raided my house because of the fact that my daughter was born right after Tupac, the year after Tupac was murdered, and her name is Shakur, and there's no father on the birth certificate, and they're wondering why is her name Malaysia Shakur, and they wanted to know who was her father. So they asked me, is Tupac her father? I said, no, he's her cousin. They said, where's Tupac at? And I said, didn't y'all kill him? And they said, well, we've been watching Tupac since jail and before, and they confiscated my SK, a prison book that he was doing in jail, and a lot of other stuff. And this is true facts on the social services records and all that stuff, because on social service records, my kids is considered to be Tupac's kids, even though they are his cousins. So these are true facts. So when they came in and took this stuff, they put everybody into handcuffs, okay? Now, my sister, she's trying to fight to get Taco's shoes. And so the police started jumping her. And Taco and Sean or whatever, they're not doing nothing. So they took my sister to the jail. Supposedly they took Taco to jail for I guess, parole violation, they say. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know because I never found proof that he was in jail. But this is what they say. They took him to jail. So he was gone maybe not around us for maybe a whole year. Now, when you say about the hanging out, now, actually, we used to, at the New Panther Vanguard movement, we all used to come together anyway and talk about different things at each other's house. So, you know, he was trying to basically imitate and copy off of stuff that we were already doing in the New Panther Vanguard movement by bringing the youth. Instead of him teaching them, he was showing them porn. So, like I said, supposedly he went to jail for that year violation. So fast forward back now, so it's a year later, he's supposed to got out of jail. But my sister was the only one that kept up with him the whole time that he was supposed to have been locked up in jail, right? So fast forward back to what I think it was, rewind it back, I'm sorry, to 1998, 1999 is when he got out. And I moved over into my neighborhood on 52nd Street. My younger sister moved with me. And then the sister that cut Taco finger off moved there with me and my cousin Miko. So Taco started coming back around over to the house over there. He started coming back around. I want to be around my child, trying to act like that everything was all good. Since he fucked up my whole situation, I tried to, you know what I'm saying, give him a chance, not knowing that he was fucking my sisters and my cousins and everybody else. But so I end up getting pregnant with my daughter, Nubia. And so when I got pregnant with my daughter, Nubia, my sister and everybody else, they would go back and forth to so-called meetings and stuff. We had a landlord named Mr. Lewis that I've been on for years. He's always trying to make like that he was a slumlord, which he wasn't, because I have been on him for years.
You got two children by Taco?
Yeah, but wait, I gotta let me finish.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just trying to make sure we can follow the story, so we can, as it build to the actual conversation that we're walking to. Everybody.
Oh, it's built. This is about to build to what's happening. The whole conversation. That's why I'm trying to let.
Don't let them comments bother you.
I'm not. Okay, so anyway. Okay, so now I'm pregnant with Taco. He told me to get abortion. I don't believe in abortions. So my sister knows, my baby sister knows. Now at this time I'm pregnant, and then my other sister that cut Taco finger off is pregnant, but we still don't know who her baby daddy is.
If you see me laughing, right, don't pay me no mind, because every time you say cut Taco finger off, for some reason that's funny.
She cut his finger off. Yes, she did. She cut his finger off.
I'm looking at the comments. I'm hearing you every few sentences. You keep talking about that finger, but he got it back though, right?
Yeah. Thanks to my sister, of course. Okay, so anyway, like I said, at this time I'm pregnant, and my sister
with me, Malik.
is.
Stay with me, everybody. We get
look,
there.
I
got it now. Stay with me, everybody.
What is that?
This is a nice little ride. This is refreshing.
For Nubia? No, that was Malaysia. Okay, so listen. Okay, so I'm pregnant. My middle sister is pregnant, and my baby sister is pregnant, which we didn't know that she was pregnant at the time. My cousin Miko was pregnant, but that's not Taco child. We know that for a fact. But so anyway,
hold on.
So
don't
one
go too
day,
fast. So Taco got you was pregnant. Your cousin or your sister was pregnant by Taco.
No, my sister. Okay, so look. My cousin ain't pregnant.
You do know this sound crazy, right?
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
all right. No, we know. Say, I love you. The Grand Sheik love you. But I said, goodness gracious, this is a nice roller coaster ride. So for real. So is you pregnant, and now who else?
My middle sister is pregnant. my cousin is pregnant, not by Taco. My middle sister, we the one that cut Taco finger off. We don't know who she was pregnant by at the time. My baby sister was pregnant, but we did not know that until later on. Okay, so they were supposed to go to a meeting. Some meeting, and so one of the girls picked him up, Sharon, and so he kept saying Sharon was for another comrade, but I know the way he acted, I knew that Sharon had to be there for him, but she never got out the car. So he like, oh, let Yana wear your boots. Now I'm like, no, she can't wear my boots because she was like, oh, she need these to wear these boots, your boots or whatever. And I'm like, no, she can't wear them. So I'm on the phone talking to my auntie at the time. And when I'm talking to her, all of a sudden, all I feel is my face is wet. My face is wet. And right here, this was busted open from Taco hitting me, and meat was gushing out my face. That's why it's puffy right here. I had to be stitched. So we're fighting. He's trying to sit on my stomach. We outside fighting and stuff. I got I had 2 black eyes and everything. So I'm sitting in the house unconscious because these dumb motherfuckers, including my sister, was not going to let me go to the hospital. So I was practically dying and going into labor with my daughter at the same time. Luckily, thank God for Comrade Indian at the time. He like, no, Taco, I'm taking her to the hospital. Y'all gonna let her die? So Indian take me to the hospital, and Comrade Crystal, which is my goddaughter, she goes with me. You mind you, she's a young girl at the time. So she goes with me to the hospital, and they had to stop my labor. They asked me the whole time, what happened or whatever. And, trying to talk. I don't talk to the police, so I didn't tell them what happened. So I went back after they stopped my labor and stuff. I went back home and stuff. And so everybody in my family was trying to figure out where I was at, and they was trying to hide me, right? So I had to go get stitches, and he kept on saying, oh, you need to get you some of that good makeup like such and such so you could cover up the scar. So I have this permanent scar on my face that I'm kind of self-conscious about. But in the midst of all this, my daughter does not taco shell, and my kids, they all seen that. And, like I said, it was a bloody situation. After that, I went my separate ways. My sister, now I told you, my middle sister is pregnant, and then we find out my baby sister is pregnant, right? So I don't know where Taco's at by this time. So my middle sister goes into labor before me. She has a baby. We still don't know who her daddy is to this day, but all the kids look alike. So while I'm so one of the comrades, Taco and Yana went to jail. Right, that's what they said, they went to jail. So they bring me all their stuff. So I'm going through the stuff and come across letters and stuff that my sister, the baby sister, had been messing with Taco from the beginning and knew what his agenda was, right? So she's pregnant by Taco, and she knew it all the time, but she kept on lying. So she has a son by Taco that came, maybe I want to say 6 months later or so, or maybe not 6 months, maybe 3 or 4 months later. Because first my sister baby came in December. My baby came in January. Then her baby came, I want to say June or July.
This is something. Let me tell you something. I'm typing in the chat. Thanks for all your support. This is something. I organize these conversations, right? But this is something. This is something to talk about. How are the children doing? Let's start there. How are the children doing? And how old are they?
Look.
I mean, don't name the names, but how are they doing?
Children. The funny thing about it is it's not good, because see, the thing of it is we have a niece. Now, no, let me tell you guys something. From this experience from my sister has been in a mental institution from the time that she had her daughter until now today. We see she will not tell her daughter, which is grown now, who her father is, but although everybody thinks that Taco has to be her father. You feel what I'm saying? My nephew, on the other hand, we're building a relationship now because he always hated me because he felt like that I was the cheater and I had to let him know that I never wanted his father, that his mother and his father, had this whole plan. So it's a situation where he's their cousin brother, and my daughters had to accept that by not me telling them, but somebody just blurting it out being messy. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, that's your brother. But he was going to be their cousin anyway. But so they have a brother cousin. And then we still have a niece that we don't know who their father is. My children don't have contact with Taco. He tried to be in their life, whatever he thought was supposed to be. Okay. Yeah. So I can't, I'll go into that of what happened, why, as another reason why he, don't see the children like that after, I finished telling you guys the rest of everything. So, but other than that, the kids are not my nephew, he's not in a good situation, not in a good space because he now witnessed his mother being abused. He's witnessed his cousins being abused. And so like I was saying in the beginning, the majority of the people from the organization that started with him without me are like my family members. Okay.
How is it that they were a part of the organization, but you wasn't a part of the organization, but you was around? So you was just hanging around?
Okay, so let me tell you why I wasn't a part of the organization. Because see, this is the thing. Taco got out and he said that he was a blood. Now, all my family members are blood.
Hold up, sis. Good goodness gracious. He didn't went from a violator to a convict to a drugger to violate.
Yeah.
To children all over the place to a blood. To carrying a stick as a revolutionary. So
the stick is another story in itself too. Okay,
right. we gonna compartmentalize this thing. Listen, this is a platform for critical thinkers. So family, get the wheels turning because we're gonna compartmentalize this and break this down. Now I knew Taco was a nut and crazy, but now
he's crazy as fuck. So he no. So
man, Malik endorsed this guy. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Oh my.
Yes, he did.
So he said he's a blood and without. Fam, we're gonna be all over the place tonight. This is umpteen years of information trying to be compounded into a couple hours. So y'all better just buckle up.
So he claims. So this is what happened. So he claims that he's a blood, and like I said, all of my family members is bloods and stuff. Maybe a couple of them, right? So I'm like, if you're a blood, so the blood gang that he said what he was supposed to be from my family, our hood, they would be like our cousins. So we would know him or everybody that's supposed to be, because me and him supposed to be the same age, right? So he would not even walk in my neighborhood, right? So a situation happened where we organized the blood. Well, he don't, but I'm actually one of the members of the original Bloods and Crip Truce that started in 1992. And we had started doing Bloods and Crip football games and stuff, right?
Right.
So we happened to go to a Blood and Crip football game, and I got my red rag on. My sister goes to get Taco a red rag. And so a couple of my homeboys that from Gray Street, from the PD Road Squad, they like, hey, Six, what's up? You about to perform? I'm like, yeah. So they see Taco.
You about to perform? You rap?
Yeah, I rap.
Man, this is
so look.
So they like, I don't know what to say.
So they're like, oh, you about to perform? I'm like, yeah. So they point to Taco because he got the red rag, whatever, on his head. So they like, They're like, so where is he from? I said, I don't know. Won't you ask him? They said, yeah, because he don't come over here like that. He always coming over here like he revolutionary, right? So my homeboys from the PD Road Squad go over to Taco and tell him, oh, where you from? He said, oh, we ain't gonna fight about a bitch. They said, we ain't talking about no bitch. That's the homegirl right there. We know where she from and all that. We want to know where you from. So the comrade Daoud make him take off his red rag. Like, take off the red rag, Taco, take off the red rag. Taco take off the red rag, and him and my sister and them leaves. I stay because I gotta continue to perform and do what I do.
Hey,
Can
we take a break real quick? Take a pause real quick. What did you perform? Can you spit us a few bars? I like rap.
Okay. Oh, let me see.
What you got?
Born in hell, my soul is confined to this earth like a cell. So when death come, I'ma say fuck it or well, cause this here is hell. Give me light of this white power over my soul. Is there heaven or hell? I want a chunk of gold. I'm on you like shit stay. My rent's late. This real shit I anticipate. I forgot the rest of it.
Hey, I thought Yo-Yo was about to. My name is Yo-Yo. I'm not.
No, my name is Six. My name ain't no Yo-Yo.
But you got some flow though. You got some.
No.
You made me think.
But
You
anyway.
took me back, sis. You took me back. You took me back. That's right. That's right.
But so anyway. So when we get back to the house,
I love this, man. This is a beautiful
by the
show.
time-
Thank you, family.
When I get back to the house, there's a big old meeting. So Taco's going off like he always doing his horrible rages and stuff. So he wants to know who got him the red rag. He going, oh, who got? I'm like, I didn't get you a red rag because I knew you wasn't no fucking blood. That's what I tell him. I'm like, I didn't get you a red rag. So my sister said she got him a red rag. He like, see, this the shit that'll get niggas killed. This the shit that'll get niggas killed, right? Okay. So, what'd you say? Okay, so now we're gonna go forward to where, so at the time, like I said, my god sister, Crystal, stayed there. She became like my adoptive daughter because her mother had got killed. And so she became my adopted daughter. So you know how young girls start seeing younger guys and their age and they're liking them. So I was like, well, you know, Crystal and my sister, they want to talk to, you know, some of the comrades. He'd be like, oh, I say when they can have a boyfriend. And I'm like, you gonna say like you they fucking daddy, right? Come to find out, he was fucking Crystal too, okay? While she was a kid, all right? Which I didn't find out till later on. So, like I said, after
how
that,
does he get away with all of this, though? Let's stop for a minute. How in the world does he does this for all of these? This is crazy.
Because look, this is the thing, the reason why that he got away, because he had people to help him and make them manipulate him to think that the things that they were doing was not revolutionary.
But where were the brothers at? Where were the brothers at? Was there any brothers around to try to?
There was a whole bunch of brothers. They were weak. They were weak. Taco can't fight because me and him used to be in the yard when we used to get into it, and I used to be fighting. He can't fight like that, but the brothers don't know that he got a mouth and he talks a gang of shit. So motherfuckers automatically think that he can fight, and he beat up all his women all at once at the same time for everybody to see. So it's like a scare tactic.
Okay. So, So bring it up. All right, let's recap real quick. What made you say, you know what? I need to put this out here, because I anybody that reach out to me, I always say, you know, you got to tell your story so this won't happen to nobody else. That's the main reason we tell a story. Most time we might laugh and we have fun along the way. I start the show all pumped up, and people might even laugh, say, man, this ghetto, this Maury, and this da-da-da-da. But ultimately, you know, I said this to you earlier. I say ultimately the story need to be told so other people don't fall victim for this. And the more that we talk about these things, the more awareness that will come, and this won't happen to another generation, if you will. So in saying that, what was the part that made you to say, you know what, hold up, let me reach out to Brother Tahaka Bey and let's talk about this story and get this story out here?
Because the reason why,
what specifically happened?
You see, the thing of it is the reason why, because I'm one of the original members on the tribunal, because
man, shout out to the tribunal.
that it happened to were my cousins and my sisters and my family members. So that's why when somebody sent me the stuff, I had already been on the internet looking at different stuff on the internet, and I came across your video that you were doing about Malik Zulu Shabazz, and then I happened to see Taco face on it, and I'm like, oh, then we start saying about the stuff, you went into bits and pieces, but you didn't know everything that happened.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah, I only knew what, you know what I mean, some people reported anonymously or what I could discover, and then I read the tribunal, and shout out to the tribunal, the elders on the tribunal. I had maybe not spoke personally, but the thing is that this was really horrific though. When we laugh and joke and we play and we talk and we call it ghetto or whatever, or this is a roller coaster ride, but this is really horrific. And part of the tribunal report, it was very professionally done too. Oh my goodness, it was very precise and concise. Very professionally done. But in the report, it talks about that he electrocuted a woman.
Okay, so we're going to go into that. So, so what happened was, so by this time, I had already left, not messing with them. I had came back in town from Atlanta because we had just went to the Forever Family Music to do the release. Was it Better Days album there? That was out at the time when we went to Atlanta. Yeah, I think, and so we had went to Atlanta, me and the kids, for the Better Days release album for Pac with the family and stuff. So when I get back or whatever, my cousin at the time, her and her kids had came. I'm not gonna go into the whole story why her and her kids came and had to stay with me, but she ended up prostituting, and I told my sister because this is our cousin. My sister ran and told Taco, and at the time she was talking to a comrade named Kenny, and because Kenny was talking to us about the situation, he broke Kenny's jaw. Okay, so my cousin went over with Taco now, and so she proceeds she liked one of the comrades named Conrad Noor. So she started prostituting, but instead of them taking her to make her stop prostituting, she started prostituting for Taco. And then the man that she really wanted to get with, the brother, Noor Bay, because her name was Courtney Bay.
He made him go. Hold up, Noor Bay. She was supposed to be a Moor or something. Hold up, Noor.
All of us was. Wait, how can let me finish? Okay, look. All right, so.
No, babe.
Yeah, so, okay. Yeah, because we know Noor Bay because our kids went to the school, the Moore Science Temple School in Los Angeles at the time, right?
Right.
So anyway, he was sending Noor and other comrades to be on security while she prostitute. So that
prostituting. Hold up.
Yeah, so that Noor would never like her, right? But Noor still liked her, right? So one day, because Taco wanted to get with her himself. So one day she let him know, her and Noor let Taco know their intentions. And so Taco had the comrades fill up the tub of water, and the comrade stood there with guns and knives and was pushing them in the tub, trying to drown them because they wanted to be together. Right? So that's what happened with the electrocution and the prostitution. Now my cousin, I don't know where she's at or whatever, because after that she been going through a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of drugs, huh?
This is making me actually dizzy. Good night.
Yeah.
It's one thing of reading about this, but then were you there when they had the guns, or you heard about it?
No. I was there. I happened to come over because I was coming to pick up my niece and my cousin. She had 2 kids at the time, and I was over there when it happened because they had everybody stand off at the door. Now, remind you, when I came, that's another thing. I don't know, the other girl that was on the tribunal, her name is Michelle. And so she was one of the girls that she had seen me at the Tupac album release party with the family, and she was hanging around and she wanted to get in. And so I'm like, what do you do? And she said, well, nothing. I'm trying to get a job or work. I said, well, I live in California. I said, you know, you Muslim? She said, yeah. I was like, would you like to work doing, watching the kids, because I work in the entertainment business and stuff. She said, sure. So me and my other friend, Michelle, brought her to LA because she claimed that her mother and stuff had died. I told her from the get-go, I said, whatever you do, don't fuck with Taco and my sisters, right? So my daughter, the one that I got drugged and raped for, unfortunately, she is a child that I had a lot of issues with because she would push the wall and everything else that she could to go be around her daddy, right? So my sister said, okay, I'm gonna watch him because I'm going to do the show with Most Def in him. So Michelle says, I'm saying, I'm with Taco. I'm like, what? You feel what I'm saying? She like, oh, so she's with Taco. So she stayed with Taco for years until he kicked her teeth in. And then she finally went back home after we tried to tell her from the get-go.
What do Taco do for a living?
Not a goddamn thing.
Because he's real busy. He's real busy. This is just too much. I'm dizzy. This guy.
Not a goddamn thing. Taco have about maybe 20 kids, maybe more. Half of the kids that he have are by women that were teenagers at the time.
This is crazy. Do you know how crazy this feels just listening to this? You know, because all my show on the more science, I don't even know what to say out of my mouth. I'm lost.
And then on
the more science, I'm lost. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Yeah. And then somebody said they don't know why he's behind bars. That's a good question, because this is what happened. So one day, my children, my two girls, they went to go spend the night with my sister and all of them or whatever. So I get a call, maybe like the next morning. My daddy was like, "Oh, I still have to stay at the police with the kids." I'm like, "Why? What happened?" So he tell me what happened. What's this girl? The Conrad. I don't know what this girl at the time. She had two kids there. So the little boy, he was maybe about 5 or 6 at the time, and Taco punched this little boy in the chest. So the little boy waited till everybody there. I wasn't there, but the kids was there. So the little boy waits till everybody goes to sleep, right? So the little boy runs out into the middle of the street, flagging people down to let people know that Taco had punched him in the chest, right? Do you know who was in jail? The kids, not Taco, right? The kids were in jail, not Taco. So they scooped up all the kids, not Taco. The boy, my daddy said that the boy showing the police blow from blow what Taco was doing to him. Now, you remind you, the boy was hurt because he sick. The man was punching the boy in the chest. And I know this is a fact because he tried to do it to my sons. But my daddy was like, he wasn't having it. So he had tried to do it to my sons. So they end up taking the kids into custody, and they contacted me. I went and got my children, but we still have to go to the children's court. Taco tells my sister and the other girl to not say anything. Do you know that these two women did not get their kids? Their kids stayed in the system for years, including my nephew. Taco never helped to try to get the kids. He never even went to jail, never even got charged for the crimes, even though they say that they got weapons from there and all type of paraphernalia and all this stuff. This is what I read the report of what they said to me or whatever. Oh, did you know that he had the stuff around your kids, right? but the man never went to jail, and he told the two women to don't say nothing in the court, and they didn't get their kids. Their kids stayed in the system for a whole year, which my nephew, and that's why, you know, he has issues to this day, because the man that so-called himself a revolutionary and fight the man and fight the system and fight for everybody else, he couldn't fight. He could not fight for his own son to get out the system. He let his son sit there, and he did not go and visit his son. And my sister had a hard time just dealing with the whole situation with nobody helping her.
So,
but they were supposed to be revolutionaries.
So let me say this. Do you realize that all of these big time revolutionaries around the country supported, backed up, and defended Taco as they went to the punch bowl? They got mad at me because
they all fake too. They all fake revolutionaries too. That's why they gonna support. They gonna support the person that they act like they the same way.
I'm talking about these guys that had some sort of respect. I forget the guy from Huey P. Newton Gun Club. I forget his name. He was mad at me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He said we're gonna support Taco, and I'm like, and we hear this. He didn't even research. What's the guy named Balboa, whatever his name is.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know none of those.
I don't worry about these guys
at all.
I know them personally.
The whole thing in a nutshell is what I'm saying is they never even researched, they never even investigated for themselves, and they said they're going to support this guy. And his name Babu. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know him.
Yeah,
like I said, I know.
But these guys, they made videos. They were like, they're going to support him. After reading the tribunal's report on my show, after putting it on my show, they just disregarded everything. And what you're saying, now let me tell you, you got 96, you got, what's that, over 20 years? Is that 20 years or something? You got a whole bunch of information that you're trying to smash together in this little bit of time. And so, you know, it's kind of it's jumping all over the place, but I understand the story from when I reported it. And then I remember how people defended him.
Yeah.
How does he continue to operate as a revolutionary?
You say how?
I say, does he continue to operate as a revolutionary?
Yeah, he still continues to operate as a revolutionary. If y'all go on his page, he's asking for donations right now to support his newspaper. He's asking for $10,000. But see, the funny part about it, I don't know if you know about the guy Michael Novick. That's one of his supporters.
Brother
maybe
Polite.
His father or maybe his uncle, because his father is white. So
The European Michael Novick, yeah.
That may be his father or uncle, because Mischief father is Russian. That's why his name is Mischief, not Taco. His name is Mischief. So Taco is in his will. So something's going on.
This is just something. Nobody took him up for child support or nothing.
What they gonna get for child support? He don't work. You know. Look, this is what I hate. You know them revolutionaries don't work. You know the man gonna get them. You know they can't have no job. They can't take care of their kids.
How did you have, like, okay, you had the first child because he drugged you, but how did you get in the position to and God bless the children, how did you get in the position? Help us understand how you get in the position for your second child. How did that happen?
I don't even, like I said.
Did you say something to the fact that you was trying to work it out or something, like you was trying to work?
Well, actually, I was really trying to look. The thing of it is after a while, my house kind of became like a safe haven for a lot of people, a lot of youngsters, including my sister and stuff like that. So he wanted to be around his daughter and his kids and stuff. Or play like he did. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever that is. And so I end up getting pregnant with my other daughter. And now he never abused me before this situation. Let's be clear. I just was drugged and raped the first time. But not saying that neither one is no better. But prior to this, I didn't get abused into that situation with my daughter and the boots and the whole situation. That's when abuse had started. And I only got abused that one time. nothing after that, I was gone. All the rest of the beatings, everybody else got beaten, abused.
Wow. Sis, let me tell you what I hear. When I hear that, you know, well, I got abused. Nothing happened except for that one time, and then you got back. Like you was trying to work something else or something out like that. And this man,
it didn't work. It didn't work.
But this man appears to be a lunatic.
Oh yeah,
he appears to be a lunatic. And after that first situation, I'm saying this for those who are viewing, trying to wrap their mind around. After that first situation, that probably shouldn't have been another situation. You know what I mean?
Well, the reason how the situation, okay, so people.
And since I'm not judging the situation, I'm just saying.
No. I don't. Look,
don't
the
take
thing
it like
of
that.
it is, I really don't care who judged me or whatever.
No. You ain't getting judged here. The only thing I'm saying is,
let me tell you something. What people still fail to realize is, I have a person that played a big part, and she's still around Taco to this day, still getting beat up. My sister.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, and so it's just amazing that this went on since 1996, and it's 2023, and we're here talking about this as if it was yesterday, and then you say it's still going on today.
Oh yeah, it's still going on today. So, it's still going on today.
So what did the tribunal actually solve? Did it solve anything? Did it? He's still being.
Okay. No.
But the tribunal was a good thing, though. I like it.
Wait. Let me tell you, because see, before we decided, when we was putting everything together, before we even decided, see, I never wanted the tribunal. I just wanted the nigga ass beat or whatever the fuck that they was gonna do. Excuse my language, everybody. But that's how I felt. And I had told them that from the get-go. I said, if there's nothing going to be done for Taco, then I didn't want to do the tribunal. And they're like, oh, yeah, this and that, whatever. So we did the tribunal. He didn't come. But he sent a couple of his comrades to come and try to talk mess. But I shut them down. And that was the end of the situation. But like I told them after that, a lot of people had started getting on my case or trying to, threaten me and all different stuff. So I actually went out of town for a while. And like I said, I didn't have no security. My security was myself. Everybody from the tribunal that put it together made it like everything was going to be different. It was nothing different because he didn't come and admit or not admit to the allegations. He just kept on going and kept on going and kept on going and kept on going and kept on messing with young girls and stuff. And a lot of these women that were with him, not me, because like I said, I didn't know that he was messing with these young girls until later on, because my cousin wanted to come and tell me everything in the end part. You feel what I'm saying? So he had a baby with a 16-year-old girl, but my sister was around and she knew about it and stuff, and other females and stuff knew about it. But like I said, I didn't really want the tribunal because the stuff that he did, and like you said, this is a long situation. But I wanted his ass beat or something worse done. That's just my honest opinion, and they didn't do it. So I felt like the tribunal was put together nice and everything, but it doesn't matter because Taco is still out on the street today, and he's still beating up the women. So it don't matter. He got new recruits, and they think he's the same. They come on the street asking my kids, oh, do you want to be a part? They be like, no. Do you know who the fuck he is? And they be like, no. So he's out there, with his cane and stuff. The cane situation is a story. The cane, my daddy had a cane, and it had a fist on it. And the day that he wanted that cane so bad, that the day that he bust my face open, I broke that fucking cane in half. And so ever since then, he's been trying to mimic that cane. And that's why he walks around with this cane. He's trying to mimic the black fist cane that my daddy had.
Woof, 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 woof. This is rough. Oh man. Are you still a part of the revolutionary what group was it? The Black Riders, not the Black Riders. Any of the revolutionary group? New Black
Well,
Panthers.
as far as me is concerned, I'm still revolutionary. I'm
Right.
not a part of none of those organizations. I went to school to be a Sheikh Islamic scholar so that I could go into the women prisons to teach the women about Islam and stuff. So I did that back in 2015 and stuff. And I still do the Bloods and Crips youth things and stuff. I still do my backpack drives every year, the food program we do every week. I still do a lot of stuff that I do on my own. And then I also have an organization out that I call Slap Back, and it's for the women that has been domestic violence abused by Taco and any other person.
This is a good that's a good wrap up for this set, because we got to come back again. But I mean, we ain't wrapped up yet. Don't go nowhere yet. But that's good to hear. That is definitely good to hear, because a lot of times when we hear these stories, they drop off with you've been busted upside your head, you've been fought back, you done stabbed back, you done kicked back, got busted up again. But you actually really doing something to give back to those that may be meeting the same some of the same drama that you have met. So that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. But I want to get back to Taco.
Okay, so Taco, okay, see, the thing of it is that Taco, people think that he is Muslim. Now, I'm gonna get this straight. I was never one of his wives, okay? I was never one of his wives. I never liked the Taco. My sister pushed the whole issue. That's how
Hold
I
up,
get
sis.
raped. Huh?
You say you never liked the Taco, but you got with him voluntarily the second time. Hold up, help us understand.
Yeah, but that's what I said. But I never liked him. I already had somebody. My sister was the one that knew that he was trying to be a polygamist and all that stuff. Not saying that I'm against polygamy,
right?
None of that. But my sister was. That's what I'm trying to tell you. My sister played a big hand in all of these things that happened. Cause she's still with Taco to this day. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get her up out of it because she wears so much makeup that to cover the scars is just ridiculous, and you can't tell her anything. I know when she hears this or see this, she's gonna hate me for it, but it's just the truth. You feel what I'm saying? But no, I didn't. That's the honest truth. Like I said, the person I was going to marry was my fiance. That's the person that I want to be with. But it's like, hey, I already had 3 kids prior to that. Now I had 2 more, made 5. You
was trying to marry him, but you
no, I never was trying to.
No, not Taco. I'm talking about your fiance. But in the midst of you trying to marry your fiance, in the midst of that, you had situations come about.
Taco messed that situation up with what happened when they drugged me and did the things that they did. Okay, so once I found out that I was pregnant, he called me, and I was going to go up to the prison and let him know what happened, because I had already told him about Taco and him. He said that was a cult, because my sister was so big. Oh, you need to hear about it, telling him. So he called, and Taco got on the phone before I even knew that he had called, and just told him a whole bunch of stuff. He never called me again. I never could get in contact with him again until years later. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, by then, I got like 4 kids then, and so basically I was a single mother at that time. Well, no, I take that back. I had 5 kids because one of my kids got sold on the black market. That's another story.
Goodness, sis. Wow.
But yeah.
Yeah. This is a very I would love to sit down and really talk to you and put this story together so people could learn from it. I wouldn't even want to commercialize this story on YouTube in the sense that I mean this story got every part of man, just the down part, the feeling of just like helplessness, but then the part of triumph, where you go back and you help people. This is a story here.
Can I say something to my comments?
Yes.
I can, because when somebody said I had a fiance, why was I smoking with niggas? I was smoking with my sister, and I smoked the weed before. I smoked the weed in the studio with my cousin Tupac, so nobody can say, come on, sis. We thought in the beginning, he came from the New Panther Vanguard movement with us, so we're not thinking anything was wrong. We were young. I was 23 at the time. My sister was 18. Crystal was only 14. My other sister was 20. We were all young at the time.
Right.
And so that was the situation there. And then someone else said, it wasn't no father home. No, I grew up in a 2-parent home. It didn't have nothing to do with being no father. I had my own house. And my father had died from cancer. So, you know, but yeah, Taco had, people said I should have reported him to the authorities to protect your children. He didn't do anything to my kids. My kids never got abused by him. That was another comrade's kid that got abused by Taco. Taco never abused my kids. He abused my nephew and other people's kids, but he never abused my daughters. My daughter, my first daughter, supposed to be the first child that he have that we know of, but we're not sure.
Yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot. This is definitely a lot. And then just the statement about your child. Have you ever have you made contact with your child that you just mentioned about the black market?
Okay, no, that happened way before I even met Taco. This happened in 1992, like right after my father had passed. And so I had my son at the hospital. They said my son died. They kept calling me to sign a birth certificate. I'm like, why am I signing a birth certificate? This is in San Bernardino Community Hospital. Nothing but white people. I'm not trying to be racist, but it was just the truth. So I go back and they was like, oh, you got to sign a birth certificate. A social worker lady there told me that my son was sold to some people, another black family, in adoption for $60,000. So I had to write Riverside Court and all of this to get my child back. Do you know these people said that I signed papers in Arizona? I've never been to Arizona in my life, but they said, and I never lived in Arizona. The judge did not check to see if these was my signature or none of that. They went off of these people have a good home. They never did go off of that they lied and said my son died or none of this stuff. They just basically, oh, he had a good home and this is it. You feel what I'm saying? So they took my son. My son is 30 now. We tried to make contact with him and they just keep trying to block it. So as far as that, I don't know my son and he don't know me unless he's seen me on the internet or seen pictures, you know.
That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. It's not sad. It's really heart-wrenching just to hear that story. You know,
it is, and then the people say, why you got 12 kids? Because they told me, oh, you young, you can have more kids. Yes, I did. I have 12 kids. But that doesn't mean me having more kids going to change the fact that that's still my son at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's another trauma in itself, you know.
I'm trying to figure out how you dropped off my screen, but everybody can still hear you, though. That's weird.
Oh, yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, everybody can still hear you, though. I'm trying to figure that out, but yeah, anything else?
Somebody said, what year is it? It was the year 1996 and ongoing because this dude is still beating up on females. I'm not even going to do it like that because she is my blood sister. I'm not even going to put it out there. But like I said, my organization slapped back. I'm trying to get her out of that situation and a couple of other females that is still with Taco and brainwashed by Taco. I'm trying to get them out of it. So, like I said, I'm and also women that have been molested by Taco because a lot of the women, I'm the oldest woman, I would say, in the organization. We might be about the same age. I'm about to be 50. Everybody else that's up under him was under him or younger. He probably have about 10 kids by women at the time that weren't grown, but I wasn't a part of that. I wasn't with him then, but other women that were grown. So I'm just gonna say that, whatever. One have to deal with, you know what I'm saying, family. Like I said, the majority of, Taco preyed on the women. The men, he preyed on the men if they were weak. And he did scare tactics to people. See, he always, the thing of it is, what we couldn't put our finger on with Taco is, he always had cases, but you never could find nothing on him going to jail. Like the case when they went to up in Pinole, California, my sister went to jail for 9 months. Taco didn't go to jail, but the case was supposed to have been about my sister. So when we look in Taco up, we can't find any information on Taco actually going to jail. You feel what I'm saying? He said he was in YA, and it doesn't show any record that he was actually in YA. Now, that's why I said bring it back to, remember I told you that when he started going there, he was going with this pig girl named Jefflin at the time, that we found out that she was a pig from the Conrad Sharif, whatever. We found out that she was a pig, okay? So we don't really know, what his status is, because every time there's something big going on, he's never in jail for none of this. It's always one of the Conrads and all that. And like I told him, I said, y'all crazy as hell, because I'm not going to jail for nobody. If I go to jail, I'm going to jail for the shit I do, not for nobody else. And that's it. But he's still around doing stuff. I don't know how he was revamped into getting this whole award by Malik Zulu Shabazz. I don't even know this cat right here, but I've heard tales of him. But how did he get to that from the tribunal? I don't know. But no, I take that back. I do know, because it wasn't enforced. Everybody wanted to talk about it, but nobody wanted to enforce it. Nobody really, the sisters, I talked about it and I was left hanging. You feel what I'm saying? I was left hanging to whatever. You feel what I'm saying? I got threatened and thing. That's why I wanted it to be dealt with how it was supposed to be, a one-on-one. Because when you're dealing with situations with a person like that and a psychopath and stuff, the things that he do, you can't use it as, we're going to be peaceful, or we revolutionary. Because he's not revolutionary.
Let me ask you a question. When was the last time that you seen him? I got a few more questions before we get out of here, because we're running out short on time.
I don't even know.
I
don't even know. It's been a long time. Long time.
Oh my God. If you seen him today or tomorrow, would you have any words for him?
Nope. I probably would spit on him, like I told my sister. If he was burning on fire, I would spit on him and let him continue to burn. I don't have no words for him, because he's still doing the same thing. How
do you think about the balance that you have to provide for your children because of his absence and his weirdness? How does that work? Are you able to you know how children, I got children, you know what I mean? So I think about the children, No,
because you know what? It's funny, because before I did this, one of my daughters, the one that had to go through this situation, she was in my stomach. I asked her, I said, well, I'm about to do an interview with Taco Bay, and we're going to be talking about tacos. She said, I don't give a fuck. She's like, he ain't did nothing for me. No. Right. Now, the only one that I may have to worry about is the one that I told you, the first one, because for some reason she never see nothing wrong in his eyes, because she was a little kid. You feel me?
Right. And that was in 96?
That was in 96.
Okay. So she grown now, yeah. So they have a relationship? Them two have a relationship?
No, they don't have a relationship. He don't deal with his kids. They don't have a relationship. But what I'm saying is, then she was one of those kids that you couldn't stop her from going to be around her father regardless. But my other daughter, the one that was in my stomach when this happened to me, she never wanted to be around him ever.
Now let me say this. When we come back do a part 2, it's going to be more because I want to, all of these stories, as I did if you seen the video I did the first time, and I talked about all the situations. Well, anyway, I categorized all the situations, and there was names in some of the situations. next time what I want to do is just give you these situations and scenarios, just as we talked about the tub and the wives and the prostitution. Were you around during the prostitution period?
Yes.
Was he actually pimping, like, for real?
Yeah.
Wow. And I mean,
that was my cousin. I'm trying to tell you, that was my cousin.
I mean, did he had a stable? As they like, I mean, was he using the revolution?
See, the thing of it is, she wasn't the only one that he had prostituting. That's the thing.
That's what he's asking.
I can't hear him.
This is bad. This is bad. Has anybody ever? Have you ever? Just curious. Anybody ever said, man, something got to be done about this? Or he keeps himself around women and weaker men to perpetuate this? Is that how that works? Because
that's exactly how it works. That's why he and he don't be around the people that know about him. That's why you see the Black Riders, New Black Panther Party in different states.
Okay.
Because majority of the people out here already know about him and what he did. So that's why you'll see them in other states. Because he's trying to build a new comrades that don't really know his history and the things that he's done. You feel me?
Wow. Anything you want to say in closing? We're coming up on the hour and a half, and I try to keep it at an hour and a half. My TV going to drop in a minute. But sis, we got to do, it's hard for us to keep in contact, but we finally got it done. And this is only part one. Part two, this is a tragedy for real. This is a tragedy for real. It is. I didn't know it was.
Somebody
this bad.
said, was any money being made at all? Yeah, by me. Not. I don't know about the prostitution part or whatever, because all of them gave their money anyway to Taco. You feel what I'm saying? And that was another reason why we would fight, because he thought he was gonna get my money. I got kids, nigga. You ain't getting all my money. I got kids. I'm sorry, but everybody else will give him all the money, and he wanted to have everybody on. At the time, it was a 25-cent Debbie cake breakfast.
It was a what? A 25-cent what?
Debbie cake, and if you were pregnant, you got two. Yes.
Good
Debbie
goodness
cake.
gracious.
Yep.
Man. Woo. Sis, I'm gonna hit you on the back chat. I gotta go rewatch this. This is a lot. This is a lot to take in so far. I gotta go watch.
Yeah, we gotta expose these fake revolutionaries and these fake matriarchs, because we got a lot of them running around. It's funny.
So, sis, is there anything that you want to share with us before we get out of here? Good.
I would just like
I'm disheartened,
say,
sis. Thank you. Let me say thank you. But
welcome.
I never knew it was just this deep, sis.
Oh yeah, it's more. It's more. This is just raw uncut. This is me, or whatever. So if people.
So if you see me making faces,
they may not know me, but if they heard the tribunal, I'm actually talking on the tribunal. I don't know if you actually heard the tribunal.
Yeah, I heard parts of it. I didn't hear the whole thing.
Okay, so yeah.
But what I wanted to say, if you go back and watch and you see me making faces, I'm shocked.
I don't care. I watch you all the time.
I'm shocked.
Faces. It don't bother me.
Hey, listen. People tell me that I could be an expression model.
Everybody, I'll be running around singing your theme song.
I'm shocked though. Hey, big bro behind the scenes. Bro, I'm shocked. Were you shocked when you heard all this? Because I know you heard it too, big bro.
Oh, you talking to him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He had to be shocked.
Yeah. Because he was a part of the tribunal as well.
I was one of the guys who they stopped doing something about it.
Well,
we have something. We can save for the next show. We got
absolutely. We're gonna save that for next week. Stop right there. We're gonna save that for next week. Absolutely. We're gonna save that for next week. We're gonna have a panel and we're gonna talk about that because we need to make sure. It's gonna be us three in the panel and Cryptonomics. That's right. Cryptonomics is coming on the show too. We're gonna bring Desert Eagle. He gonna be on the show. Y'all know Desert Eagle?
Yeah, I heard of him.
Yeah, we're gonna bring Desert Eagle on the show. He's a voice of reason. We're gonna bring Talib. Y'all like Talib? Y'all know Talib? We're gonna get Talib on the show, and I want to see what they think. The Talib Atunde.
Oh, I don't know if I know him.
Fred Hampton Gun Club. That's right.
Fred Hampton?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know him?
Yeah. Cryptonomics is going to be there. We wrote it in Cryptonomics contract. He have to be there. He's a mod out there. He said, "Nah, no, I'm not. It's in his contract. He can't. He got to be." But with that being said, sis and bro, I'm gonna hit y'all on the back chat, and we're gonna set this up for next week. I got to take all this in. Anything you want to say in closing?
Lap back. Make sure y'all come check out my organization, or if y'all know any women that are needing help with support as far as domestic violence or molestations, they can hit me up.
Drop your link.
Hit Jahaka Bay up.
Drop your link in the
give you guys my information.
But
if you want to give me on
section.
Instagram, I'm at Big Queen Khalifa on Instagram.
Sis, what I need you to do is, when you drop off, I'm going to be on for a few minutes to talk about my next show coming up, but I want you to drop the links in the comment section, and in the live comment section, but also drop it in the regular comment section, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it into the body of the story. The body, I mean, what you would call it, the description, if you will. I'm going to put the links in the description also, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, so do that. So with that being said, I appreciate you, sis. It's 11:58 on the East Coast. Sis then rock my world with this story here. I am blown away. Thank you so much, sis. I am definitely blown away. I'm telling you now. I don't know what to say. I'm lost for words. And Jahaka Bay is one of the ones that hard to get lost for words, family. I'm telling you, this is something. But guess what, though? At the end of the day, can I say something? Can I tell y'all something? At the end of the day, this is one of our experiences. And when I say our experience, if one of us experienced this, then we all experience this. This is why we supposed to expose these frauds, because this was, I Am Joy said this was a lot. This was a lot. The whole mentality of the situation, it was a lot. I'm tired. Sis really threw so many, she threw a lot of stuff out there in such a short period of time. I was trying to keep up with it. I got to go back and watch it. I'm tired, Black Alchemy. I'm tired. Crip say he tired too. This was a lot, man. I don't know what to do. I'm scared to go back watch it, but I got to go back watch it to make sure I ain't crazy. This was a lot of information. Shout out to Queen Khalifa. She said, listen, let me run this back real quick. Queen Khalifa, she went to school to be a sheikh, but before to teach Islam, I think she's speaking of Al-Islam, Eastern persuasion, Quran-based Islam. Before that, she was in a relationship or friendship with Taco. Before that, Taco drugged her. She got 2 children by Taco. Taco got children by everybody in the circle, it sounds like it to a degree, allegedly. This was a whole lot. Taco then bust people upside the head, allegedly. Taco then electrocute people, allegedly. Man, all of this stuff is, oh my goodness. This was a whole lot, family. I'm going to tell you the truth. Can I be honest with you? Sometimes I try to avoid these type of shows if I don't see that it could actually help people. But I think this is a good one to really underscore what we up against. I mean, yeah, he got his finger cut off. They cut his finger off. She kept saying it. That was funny. This is shows, man. We up against a lot, man. We up against a lot, you know what I mean? What I was going to say. So, family, I'm about to tell you something. if you, all right, family, y'all ready for this? And I'm going to announce it again tomorrow if I go live. If you're not ready, you better get ready. I'm reigniting membership on tahakabay.com. I'll be organizing the website membership page tomorrow because I want to get y'all in the know. So if you have a membership anywhere else, I say cancel it if you want to. Don't keep it because I am going to have a membership fee because I got to raise money to go to California. The court date is here. I'm also going to give you the update about the court date that I had today with Tariq Nasheed. All right? I went to court today remotely. So I'll be raising money so I can comfortably and this time I can't let security drop off. I got to make sure I got security. You know how it is. I mean, this is yeah. In about 2 months, 3 months, I'll be back in what's the name? And so I'm putting this on. I'm going to do a presentation on Thursday. Today is Wednesday. It can't be Thursday. I'm going to do a presentation on Saturday on tahakabay.com for members only. And I'm going to break down what happened in court today. I'm also going to give you exclusives. I'm going to give you exclusives. You know how people say go to Patreon? Nope. We're going to be at tahakabay.com. It's going to be ready by tomorrow night show. And if you have, you're a membership right here, I'm going to do my best to eliminate that. Now, I'm gonna keep it there, but don't feel bashful if you got to stop that membership. Just stop that. I ain't nobody tripping off of that. But on tahakabay.com, if they want to see, I can't do it right here, obviously. But on tahakabay.com, if you're a member there, you're going to be good. Today was something when I went to court today. Yeah. Today was something else. It was something else. You know what I mean? So, hello, have an interview with Taco aren't going to happen because it's true. We tried already. Have the interview with Taco. Ain't going to happen. Oh, nah. Shakur TV. Shout out to Shakur TV. Family. But, yeah, so be prepared for tahakabay.com. I haven't been speaking about the case, but I think it's time that I speak about what's been going on behind the scenes, and y'all gonna be surprised. So I'll announce it again tomorrow. But family, man, I gotta go. I'm tired. Shout out to Queen Khalifa, but I'm tired, man. This is something. This was something here. You hear me? So family, I don't know what to tell y'all. This was a lot. But tomorrow we turn back up. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up outside as you walk out the door. I'm thinking about, I got a lot of more footage from Moochie Bear and the Cubs from the flea market. I think I want to go through some of that footage tomorrow of Tariq Nasheed. I got some footage that you haven't seen I want to go through from Moochie and the Cubs. Got a lot going on. Shout out to Hannibal L. Hannibal L, you a regular comedian too, man. You be saying stuff that make me laugh. You gotta stop, man. Hannibal L, you gotta stop, man. Your little comments, man, be making me laugh when I be trying to be serious. You gotta stop that. You know what I mean? You gotta stop that. All right, Hannibal L. But I definitely gonna have to raise money. I'm not no rich man, but I'm gonna raise money in order to make sure that I have the proper padding around me, because after seeing them feds the first time, I gotta come correct, man. And behind the scenes, people ask, well, what happened last time with the security? Well, I'll talk about that too. I kept all of this to myself, but I'll talk about that too. You know what I mean? I'll talk about that too. But I can't have nothing happen this time around. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the real deal. Yeah. But whatever the case may be, family, you are going to be blown away when I break down what happened in court today. Today is, what's today? Today is Wednesday. Yeah, we are Wednesday already. So I might do it on Thursday because I'm thinking I'm lost time because we lost a day. So today is Wednesday. I might do it on Thursday on TahakaBay.com. That's right, Jay Hammer. But anyway, family, man, how y'all feel? Y'all all right? I'm tired. I mean, I think I'm gonna go ahead and I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go ahead and take a ride, man. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. I might have to go ahead, man, and I might have to go ahead and man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say at all. At all. I don't know what to say. I'm lost for words. Y'all should be too. Y'all should be too. I'm lost for words. I mean, this is some stuff going on, man. This is some real stuff going on right here. Anyway. Yep. Cryptonomics Ahmad is in his contract. He gotta be on the panel. You know what I mean? That's right. It's in his contract. That's right. He gotta be right there on the panel. But anyway, family, I'm about to get on up out of here. I'm drained. I'm going to catch a ride with Moochie.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. If you a friend of the Moors, then you's a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies and hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. The same people taught European how to bathe. And looking at women buying European hair. No love for self, but do the men really care? Hell no, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation chasing pills, weed and syrup. Yeah, they love Lil Yachty, Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigos, Ross, Lucid. But when the love for the woman look like your mother, I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Now cypher, I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. All you super scholars holler, this era for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you worse than a twerker. You look and sound good, but that's only on the surface. Probably working for the people. Now tell me what's your purpose. Ain't worried about your homie, but know that I know every mo that I can